Hello, we've got some great information for you today, so stay with us. We're going to be talking about the Health Education Protection Services and Dazzling Dolls. Come on back. And welcome to City Corner. Hi, I'm Robin Boyce, and in the studio with me today is Miss Diane Berry, who is Executive Director of Health Protection Education Services. How are you doing, Miss Berry?
Just wonderful.
Good.
Thank you.
So glad you could come and talk with us today. I got an opportunity to see through your public relations agent, Ms. Santana Stewart, a wonderful program. I had no idea what's going on in St. Louis. She showed us this really great video at a workshop that she was participating in. And tell us more about the Health Protection Education Services and exactly what it is you all do.
Yes. Health Protection and Education Services is a not-for-profit organization. Doctors and nurses volunteer their time, and we provide free health screenings to anyone who requests it.
This is excellent. And they're held where? Where do you hold
They're
this?
held at the University City Library.
Oh.
They're held on a Saturday morning between 9 and 12 noon every third Saturday of the month. The University City Library is a great place to have a medical examination.
Yes.
We set up their auditorium as if it's a doctor's office. It's a beautiful space.
Yes, it is.
Clients or people who come for the screenings then can get their medical care taken care of.
Okay.
And also talk to a physician at no charge.
So there's no charge, so they don't have to worry about insurances or those kinds of things to show when they get there, or Medicaid or Medicare or anything like that.
We were established about 20 years ago, and we were established by physicians who wanted to give back, and they wanted to make sure there were no barriers to care. So anyone who comes, you don't have to have an ID, you don't have to have proof of insurance, you don't have to have proof of income, can get top quality care, including EKGs, full cholesterol.
Really?
Yes.
Really? So
what makes us unique is that we do a full medical examination.
This is
at
excellent.
No charge.
That's excellent. So you got patients who can come in on this third Saturday of the month that you say?
Right.
Between 9, what is the time again?
They come in between 9 and 10:30 a.m. at the University City Library at 6701 Delmar.
Okay, and they can come in there and they can get free examination. This is something that you all saw as a need, or the organizers or the doctors, I guess, they saw as a really crucial need at one time?
Yes. So 20 years ago, Dr. Robert Payne, who was formerly chief of staff at St. Luke's Hospital, was a professor at WashU Medical School. And he understood that his students needed more practice other than in school. So he was able to meld the need of the medical students to get practice in the community and the need in the community for those who are uninsured or underinsured to get their health care needs taken care of for no charge.
What a great way to combine a need.
Yes.
Students have a need to learn more and how to take care of patients and to develop their bedside manners. And you have constituency, folk in the community who actually need to see real bona fide physicians and nurses.
That's excellent. You put that very well.
So this is a program that people get an opportunity to come into, get checked out, see what's going on. Do you see families coming in sometimes, or do you just get individuals who come in?
So anyone who's the age of 18 and over can come. Our population is unique in that we handle many ethnicities. So we have African Americans, Caucasian. We work with Chinese, Spanish, Vietnamese.
Are there interpreters there as well?
So we're able to do that because of the interpreters that we are there. And all of our materials are in 8 different languages. So if you speak English or Spanish or Mandarin or any of 8 languages, we're able to serve you.
How unique
Yes,
a program this is. How do some of the doctors and nurses feel coming in and working, and students feel coming and working?
We're very proud of this. First of all, these physicians are busy.
Yes, they are very busy.
And they have their own schedules, but there's something about the quality of care that they're able to give and the satisfaction that they have of helping people who are in need. In contrast, our clients are very appreciative. They're always thankful. They say thank you in many different languages.
Oh, this is awesome.
And it just feels good.
So do you see all kinds of people from different walks of life who come in? Because there may be someone there who may have a decent income, but decides, oh, well, maybe I need to really come in there and find out what's going on with me today because I can't get into the doctor yet.
I got a great story. We had a man who was a resident of University City, had been to his doctor, didn't quite understand what they were saying, didn't quite understand what his needs were. And his wife said, hey, why don't you go to that free health screening at the library this Saturday?
Okay.
And he said, well, I did. Well, he's an attorney.
Really?
He came to the screening, got all the testing done, talked to a physician, got all of his anxieties taken care of.
Sure.
And then he turned around and said, you know what, I want to volunteer.
So he's turned around as a patient to volunteer to help out.
Yeah, so he sat on our board and has volunteered there. So it's an amazing story of what we do.
Yes.
And that we're really serious about the fact that we just want to talk to you. We just want to make sure that your health needs are taken care of. If someone comes, though, and they really do have a serious problem and they don't have money, and that's very common, that pretty much defines our population, we provide the opportunity for them to get further care. So we will refer them to a physician, and we will pay for that first visit.
Really?
So
Okay.
we want to encourage and motivate people that their health is important. And we feel like once we make that access for them, then they can take care of it on their own. So once we get them into a physician, and once we pay that first
initial visit for them to go to. That's awesome.
And then that's enough for you then to work with your physician and to do whatever you need to do to make sure that you stay healthy.
How can the community help what it is that you're doing at this time? Or can they become volunteers? Can they donate dollars? What can they do to help out?
So there's several ways that they can help. First of all, we always need volunteers, not just medical volunteers. So any medical person, doctor, nurse, EMT, anything that you do in that profession, we can always use volunteers. But we also need help with other things, like after the screening, people get breakfast, so we need help for people to serve food.
Okay.
And take registration and those kinds of things. So.
Excellent. How about those items like food? Do you need restaurateurs or folks who have food available to donate food?
Well, we can't accept food in that way.
Okay.
But if you are willing to help in the kitchen, because we cook a breakfast right there.
Oh, okay. All right, then that sounds excellent.
That will work just wonderfully.
And donations, again, how can people donate?
So we have a website. You can go to our website at www.hpes-stl.org and click the button Donate, and we will take any donations, large or small.
This is great. Do you do a big fundraiser every year? Is this something that you are constantly so busy anyway that you don't have the big time to get out there and really do a big fundraiser?
Well, part of my job as executive director is to raise money. So yes, we have events.
Yes.
We have, and we get grant funding as well.
Oh, that's excellent.
Okay, we are not supported by the federal government. This is all private. This was begun privately, and we like it that way. And it gives us the freedom to take care of the people who come without barriers, even for ourselves.
Now, are you finding that people are coming for services are from all over the region? They're coming in from all parts of the St. Louis area?
So they're all over. City of St. Louis, West County, North County. You're right, just all over.
Good.
And again, we don't care where you're from. You can be out of town.
Good. How are you getting the word out? Are you going into churches and talking to people, taking in brochures and talking to folks? How are you getting the word out?
So we try to get our flyers into churches in any restaurants or any public spaces that we can. We advertise in the Post-Dispatch. We advertise in the new North Sider newspaper. We advertise in the South Sider newspaper.
Excellent.
We advertise in the Chinese newspaper. There's different avenues that are already out there where people are reading things already, and they can read about what we do.
So they know that you have services there where they can just about take care of anything that you need to get things done. Do you do the dental work at this time?
Okay, that is a really good question. So dental insurance and dental care is a huge area of need, even among people who are insured.
Yes.
Dental insurance is not available to everybody.
It's really kind of tough. It's getting tougher and tougher these days.
So we have a dentist who's been volunteering for more than 15 years.
Wow.
And he is there every third Saturday with us.
Okay.
So when you come, then you can visit Dr. Drake.
Okay.
He'll look at your teeth.
Dr. Drake. Okay, very good.
Dr. Ronnie Drake.
Yes, most definitely.
And so he will look at your teeth. If you need care, if you need cleaning, we will refer you to a dentist, and we will pay for that first visit.
Excellent, excellent. That's awesome, just to be able to come into a place, realize that, I just need to kind of get things checked out a little bit. And then through some of the testing, you might see something going on there, you know, and you're able to refer them to a doctor or another physician and pay for that initial visit.
Or a dentist as well.
That's got to be so fulfilling to be able to help people out in the community that way.
Oh, thank you.
What do you hear from some of the constituency that you're able to work with?
People just are very grateful, thankful. Lots of thank you. We had a Russian woman recently. We do a test called hemoglobin.
Yes.
And the hemoglobin tells you about your anemia levels, which most people are not really aware of at any given time.
Sure.
And once the doctors talked to her about that condition, we referred her. She went to another doctor, and she found out that she was in early stages of cancer.
Ooh.
But they were able to catch it. So it's that kind of life-saving responsibilities that we know that we have.
That has got to be
And,
absolutely rewarding for you, for the individuals who volunteer as working as doctors and nurses. It's got to be fulfilling to be able to come into a place and really help out and take care of a person, a child. So you take care of children as well?
No, we don't take care of children.
Okay, that's what we need to find out.
Over.
18 and over, that's the age. The age limit starts at 18. Okay, just to get that straight, because folks will start bringing kids up there, and there'll be a pediatric ward, and that's something that we don't want to start here. So understand, 18 and above are folks that you all look at and take care of. This is excellent. I really do appreciate you coming in, Ms. Berry, and talking with us about such a wonderful program that seems to be one of the answers in the community to making this a healthier St. Louis community.
That's correct.
I appreciate you coming in and talking with us. Thank you so much. And I want to thank you so much for tuning into this portion of City Corner. We'll be right back with Dazzling Dolls. And welcome back to City Corner. I'm Robin Boyce, and in the studio with me right now is Dr. Tisha Glasper, who is a dazzling doll. You are. Name of her business is Dazzling Dolls, and this is a mobile spa business.
Yes.
Tell me more about this.
Well, when I was 3 years old, I was involved in a tragic car accident, and that permanently disfigured my leg. But I recognized that there was beauty beyond the scars, and I did not allow my scars to define who I was.
Right.
So Dazzling Dolls was founded on the belief that beauty is not skin deep.
Oh,
beauty
wow.
is in the eye of the beholder, and the beholder being a young girl who recognizes her inner and outer beauty. So we offer the ultimate spa party experience. We pamper the girls. We do manicures, pedicures, light makeup. We do crafts.
Now, this for little girls?
Yes.
What age groups are we talking
We
about?
offer this for ages 3 to 16, girls of all ethnicities. And at the end of the party, we offer a pink carpet runway show so they can show off their beauty.
Oh my goodness! So they get a chance to do runway run and
do.
have a great time.
Yes.
What does this do for some of the kids that you get a chance to work with? Is you can have this at a regular birthday party or something that you're having for a young woman that they're having. But what does this do for the other kids, or what have you witnessed?
What it does is it helps young girls with their self-esteem. And it helps them to recognize that they are princesses and they should grow up to think of themselves as queens. And so I'm a big, firm believer that having high self-esteem about yourself, it will take you a long way. So we instill in our girls while we're having the party, we talk about high self-esteem. We talk about thinking highly of yourselves. And we tell them you should reach beyond the sky, go beyond the sky. The sky is not the limit. You can go beyond that.
That is awesome. What have you seen happening with little girls over the years as you've been building your business and listening to the news out here? What do you see happening with some of our young women out here now?
A lot of the young girls, they watch a lot of things on the television.
Right,
and so when they
so much
yes,
now.
And so with television, with social media, and the more they watch that, then that tells them that I want to be like her, or if I can't look like her, then I'm not special. And so I tell them, no matter what you look like, you are beautiful inside and outside. And I really try to express to them, and we talk about having that inner beauty because it starts inside and it comes out.
What are some of the things that you see happen with the little girls when you pull all of your equipment in and you pull this out as well, the little tutu and the mirrors? What do you see happening in their eyes and with their way they act and what's going on with them as you're getting prepared to work with them during the day?
They have the biggest smiles on their faces, and I could just see the anticipation and the excitement. But another thing that I have found with us having the parties is that the friendships that these young girls form, it is so awesome, because beside us doing birthday parties, I also do what we call pop-up parties.
Pop-up parties?
Yes.
Tell us about those.
Okay, so with our pop-up parties, because I recognize that all parents, they may not be able to afford a $250 or a $300 party. So we have what we call pop-up parties. And so with our pop-up parties, we'll ask sponsors to sponsor 10 girls. We'll have 10 girls. And with these 10 girls, I'll have it at a community center. And we'll have crafts for them, and we'll have lunch for them. And we'll have a theme. The last one we did, we called it, it was a princess theme. So all of the girls came and they had a tiara. They painted a picture of a princess. And so it still gives them that spa party experience. We did their nails for them. We did their toes, and we did their makeup. And those girls were around other girls that they had never met before. So by the end of the party, these girls were interacting with each other. They were laughing and they were talking, and that made me feel so good, because to see the smiles on some of these young girls' faces, because a lot of girls, they don't have friends. And while they're at school, they're always in the cafeteria by themselves. They're always on the playground by themselves. So I was happy to see that they're forming friendships as well.
That's great, because a lot of times, especially with social media like it is today, and those young women or young girls who are allowed to have cell phones or access to tablets or access to PC, they get a chance to see all of the different things that are happening with young people their age. And they kind of go, oh, I wish I could be like that. A lot of times we'll also see our young women getting psychologically beat up based off of, oh, I don't look perfect like that individual over there. How can't I make my eyebrows look like that? Or why don't they look like that? Or they'll get bullied at school if they're not of a certain whatever. And there are groups of individuals in the schoolyard, in the cafeteria. They want to sit back and make fun of individuals who may just be a little different.
And it's nothing wrong with being different. It's nothing wrong with being
so
different.
do you talk with them about that as well? Being yourself, being different, not like the rest.
So what we do is, while the party is going on, I may be applying makeup with them, or
Yes.
another one of my team members may be doing their nails. And so we'll say to them, can you tell me what is high self-esteem? And so once they know and they talk about what high self-esteem is, and then we give them examples of having high self-esteem about yourself. So throughout the party, I'll say, okay, girls, what's the word for the day? And they'll say high self-esteem. And so we remind them throughout the party that, yes, you're here to get pampered. We want you to feel beautiful. But we also want to pour those morals and values into the young girls.
That's
So at the
awesome.
end of the party, we have a slogan that we use. And so we get the girls in a circle.
Okay.
And they'll repeat after me. And what I'll have them say is, I am unique, I'm beautiful, and I'm a dazzling doll.
Oh,
Yes.
oh, and they just really, I know their faces just light
It is an
up.
awesome feeling. It
And
really is.
They look like they're so happy. I met you at a Mind Your Own Biz
Yes.
conference
Yes.
recently conducted by Andre Holman. And you were sitting there, and well, my initial move to the booth was, okay, Dazzling Dolls, what is she doing? Are the sisters on the poles, or what's going on? Seriously, I did not know what to think. So I just began to talk with you a little bit
Yes.
more about it, and you started talking about the babies. I'm like, what? This is
Yes.
the little girls. I said, I have got to get this lady in here to talk more about this.
Appreciate you.
Generally, I appreciate you. Do you work with, how many girls can your team work with at a time?
We usually do
talk
8
about-
to 10 girls.
Okay.
Yes, 8
so
to 10
that's
girls.
comfortable enough for you to be able to make sure that everybody gets made up.
Yes.
And everyone gets kind of a personal touch and
Yes.
personal attention.
I don't want anyone to feel left out. I don't want anyone to get left out. So that allows myself and my team enough time to really pamper the girls, because we don't rush. We take our time with them, and we have fun with the girls.
This is great. Are any churches calling you, or church groups?
Yes.
Great,
Yes.
great. So they're
Yes.
seeing the need to bring in
Exactly.
someone who can talk about those beauty self-esteem
Exactly.
things. Because at one
Yes.
time you've had some religions that kind of shunned it,
Yes.
didn't not want to talk about a woman being beautiful or having the look of beauty on the outside as well as those on the inside. A lot of churches, of course, work on the inside and what's going on with the
Exactly.
person's self-esteem, et cetera, et cetera. But you're seeing more of them calling you
Yes.
and asking you to come in and work with the girls?
And I think it's a great thing that I can use my own personal story,
Yes.
growing up, having, the disfigured leg and having the scars. So I actually can pour myself into my business, and I give it 110%.
Tell us about that. When growing up, did
Yes.
kids make fun of you and are bully you because of your disfigured leg? How did you deal with that as a kid?
Growing up, I had a great group of children that I grew up with.
That's awesome.
So, they made sure that I had everything that I needed. Growing up, I did have to have several surgeries, so I would have
Yes.
to go to school with the crutches and with the cast
Okay.
and in the wheelchair. And my classmates went above and beyond to make sure that I was okay.
That's
So I
special.
didn't have to experience the name calling and the bullying. So I was blessed in that aspect. But it's so different now in today's society.
It is.
And that's why I want these young girls to understand you are beautiful no matter what.
Most definitely. It's to me, it's gotten meaner. I don't
Yes.
know, it was
It
mean
is.
when I was growing up, and that was
Yes.
umpteen years ago.
Yes.
But
Yes.
it seems like folks have just gotten meaner. Not just the kids, but adults too.
Yes, we live in a cruel world.
Yeah,
We
and
do.
it's kind of like, what happened? Because at one time it was much nicer, as we
Yes.
say, back in the olden days.
Exactly, back in the day.
It was softer
Yes.
and nicer, but it seems like, unfortunately, our girls are growing up harder acting,
Yes.
and there are reasons for that.
It is.
There are reasons for things happening like they are, and of course. Some of the music that we have going into the ear gates of
Yes.
our young women, and hearing some of the music and our lyrics from individuals who are saying things about women that are
Yes.
not nice has a
Exactly.
lot to do with
It
the
has a big
self-esteem.
influence,
Has a huge
very
influence on the
big
young ladies,
influence,
and
yes.
makes them feel like, well, if I'm not acting like that and I'm not this and that and the other, then something must
Something
be wrong
must
with
be
me,
wrong.
and yada 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 yada. So you've got a business that's tackling
Yes,
those kinds of issues and turning them around.
exactly.
What did you say to mothers, aunties, big sisters, women out there who are responsible for taking care of young girls? What do you say to them?
I try to instill in them the same things, that they should, first of all, think of themselves as a queen. And think highly of yourself, because your daughter, your niece, your grandchild, they're watching you. So you instill in them that, you know what, I'm a lady. And so I want you to grow up, and I want you to be a lady. And so I instill the same things in them. You know, think highly of yourself. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not worth it, because you are.
That's good. That's good. Are you able to go into the schools, say a classroom of girls, and a teacher might decide they see this program, and they want you to come in to do to work with their girls for a special day or something like this? We're moving toward the end of school.
Yes.
This is a great little something to do for some young ladies in the classroom.
Yes.
So
So
you can
I
go
am
in.
actually in the process of working on, I'm calling it an extension of Dazzling Dolls.
Okay.
And it's going to be an enrichment program where we actually, you know, we want to be able to go into the schools, into the after school programs.
Yes.
And meet with girls, you know, once a month, and they come together and we talk about different topics. And I have guest speakers come in and talk to the
Excellent.
girls. So that is something that we're working on right now. And
Good.
again, it's going to be an extension of Dazzling Dolls, and it's going to be an enrichment program.
Good.
And I know the girls will greatly benefit from it.
Well, I'd highly recommend all the school districts in the St. Louis region.
Thank you.
Make sure you call Ms. Glasper, Dr. Glasper, to talk more about Dazzling Dolls and coming into the schools and really, really helping to make a difference for the kids.
Yes.
We've got the information set up right here where you can reach her. I will call her. She's a delightful person to talk with, and you just bring, you know, that spirit of deep love into the room. And I imagine that you do that for the girls as well.
I do.
Getting
I
them
do.
to really feel like, oh, I am really special. I like
Yes.
who I am, and I
Yes.
like what's going on with me.
Because kids really know when you care about them. They feel
They
that.
do.
They feel
They know.
that. And so I try to make that connection with them, because I want them to know that I really do care. It's not just about me making you look beautiful. I really want you to know that I care. And if you ever need to talk, reach out, or whatever it is, I'm here for you.
That's cool. I always like it when I go out and speak with girls when they'll say, "Can she come back?" I
Yes,
like that.
that is so
Then I know I hit
gratifying.
one of them.
Yes,
if it's 30 girls in the room and I hit
That's
two,
right.
I'm happy.
You did your job.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you. We'll
Thank
have you
you.
back on again, and
Thank
we're
you.
going to have you on for some other things that we got coming up
Awesome.
soon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for tuning in to City Corner. We'll see you the next time.